Need that water. Need some fruit juice. Real fruit juice. This water good though. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Tap in. Share, share, share. Share, share, share. What's going on, King? What's going on, King? What's going on, Queen? What's going on, Goddess, Gods, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? What's going on, family? We back again, some more information. We back again, some more information. What's going on, family? Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are gathered here today. Come on in. We are gathered today on this Thursday. Gathered today on this Thursday. Some more information, y'all. Some more information. Y'all know how we do these lives. Information. Laugh and learn. Laughing and learning. I hope you're laughing, but I hope you're learning more than laughing. By the way, this is water for those that have any curious ideas. All right, but come on in, y'all. Come on in, tap in, share. Go ahead and free beans moment. Free beans moment. It's a lot of folks getting remedy. I'm not here to talk about remedy, okay? Because that's happening, okay? If you're tapping in at this point, you should be overstated. Okay, remedy is real. I just need to get to that standpoint. That's really the perspective you should be looking at it right now. You should be looking at it again. There are people that's getting remedy. Okay, now what do I need to do to get remedy? Okay, what do I need to do for my journey to get remedy? I think a lot of folks is not dividing themselves from folks that are getting remedy. It's a lot of folks that are thinking just because of one person got remedy, that means, yeah, we want to see everybody win, but you got to understand that person that got that remedy, they probably was studying all night. I ain't going to say probably. I know that they were studying long nights. You see what I'm saying? They had to sacrifice certain things. You see what I'm saying? They had to actually get it to understand it. They didn't get the information just to copy and paste, and now there's loss. Hell no. Okay, they got the information however they got it. Rather it was from me, rather it was from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? From anybody. The fact of the matter is they have remedy. I'm speaking to the real ones. A lot of folks is capping about their remedy. A lot of folks really don't have remedy, okay? And for those that are teaching courses and you have remedy, be careful of students that fake remedy, that try to tell you, yeah, I got remedy just so they can get close to you, all right? So they can feel like they have special treatment, all right? All right, be real mindful of that. There's a lot of snakes in the grass, okay? What else? But yeah, make sure you're looking at your own personal journey, all right? Don't be looking at what they did, okay? Yeah, you might be happy for them, okay? But don't think you just gonna hop in the inbox, hey man, what did you send? You can send exactly what they sent, okay? But I'm sure down the line somewhere they had to express what they was trying to get across. You know, they just didn't send shit in and just sit back. You feel me? More than likely, someone gave them a phone call. They was on the phone, let them know, hey guys, this is da 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 da. I'm sending this in. Can we please speak through written communications? Okay, some people don't have to do that. Some people can just express themselves. You'll be amazed how far you can get simply by expressing what it is you're trying to do. All right, when we read the Bill of Exchange Act, it literally says when you want to pay on demand, you have to express it. It literally says when you want to pay to the bearer, you must express it. Literally says when you want to pay with interest, you have to express it. You see what I'm saying? Expression is everything, y'all. It's all about what type of expression or impression are you giving. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're giving the impression of, hey, I don't know anything, I'm just here to get the car. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be okay, under the impression that you are the debtor. Okay, you are to take all the liabilities. All right, and if you don't express who you are, you see what I'm saying? If you don't express what you're trying to do, man, you're a nobody. Okay, and it's like, it's cool to be a nobody in society, but you cannot be a nobody in business. All right, you got to be the most popular motherfucker in business. Like, you got to be, man, you got to be popping. Okay, a lot of folks wasn't popular in school. Man, you got to be the most popular motherfucker on your account. You can't just be sitting back in the wings. Oh, I'm shy. I'm shy. I'm shy. I don't know what to. I'm just so nervous. I don't know what to. Man, you can't be like that. You was able to do that in school and get straight A's. You know what I'm saying? Be the quiet person. Sit back. Take your notes. Not have no friends. You know what I'm saying? Not have to open your mouth. Not really have to express yourself. You was able to just be a fucking robot. You know what I'm saying? You was able just to, you know what I'm saying, not think. You know what I'm saying? Not have to, you feel me? You just had to, okay, do what you're okay, all right. Just keep my head low and you can't do that in the business world. You actually have to read, because there is no step by step how to do what it is that we are all trying to get. You see what I'm saying? There is no step by step. Yeah, granted, it tells you how you need to express yourself, but it don't give you no damn direction. Okay, where do you express yourself? All right, where do you put the expression? Do you put it on paper? Do you type it? Do you write it? How do you express? Do I orally express it? Okay, do I physically express it? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's not a lot of step by step. That's what that incomes people that are giving out courses. Okay, I'm more than positive folks that have Remedy, that gives courses, has their own twist, own spin to their course. You see what I'm saying? You're not really gonna see a lot of courses being identical. Now you may, you feel me? Now you may not. If you do, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you may see, okay, this person adds this document. Okay, this person said they didn't use that document to get Remedy. You see what I'm saying? Like, both might be right. You see what both might be right, but it's always something that gets that person to the promised land. Yo, you have to have confidence. You have to believe, y'all. You have to believe in this shit. Yeah, like, your belief ain't gonna come from, okay, well, let me see some cars. Let me see some, man, I can show you cars all fucking day. I can show you zeroed accounts all day. What does that do for you? Me showing you 50 bands right here in cash. What does that do for you? What does that do? Besides just, oh damn, he getting it. Let me get on my shit. What you need? Like, is that what you need? You see what I'm saying? So you mean tell me reading this for yourself in an act given by Congress isn't proof enough? Like, come on. Like, we literally read right over the damn proof. Literally, we read the contract. Well, for some that do read but skim. Okay, for moving forward, you should be reading your contract. But before this consumer law, like, and before overstanding of equity and shit like that, okay, I didn't read contracts. What? For what? Long as I'm approved, that's all I cared about. You see what I'm saying? But now it's like, damn, we leave so much on the table by not reading. You see what I'm saying? We leave so much on the table by not reading. Okay, so much on the table. All right, and if it's certain things we're not using, we lose them. Y'all, literally. That's why I always say, the less you know, the more you gonna pay. And if you don't know nothing, man, you're gonna be paying everything the long way. The highway, not the freeway. Now, when I use the word free, because nothing's free, okay? What I mean by free, the freeway, meaning you're using your laws, you're using your power, okay? You're not using your dollar bill, okay? You're not using your hard-earned money that you got from work, okay? Because once one understands what's going on, one understands, like, okay, I can't keep changing my time for money. I have to create ideas for money so I can reserve my time. Okay, now that's not, and folks be a lot of folks try to justify that scenario and try to say, well, everybody's not meant to be a boss. I'm not telling you to be a fucking boss. Okay? You don't gotta be a damn boss, meaning you give service to the public. I mean, you can be your own boss in your own world. You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta go have customers. You see what I'm saying? Like, once you overstand your own accounts, your equity, certain shit that's owed to you, okay, you start overstaying like, damn, I really don't have much time to work. Okay, because again, the reason why we work, correct me if I'm wrong, all right, the reason why majority of us work is to what? Pay bills, okay? Like, we're not gonna keep trying to act like that's not why we don't work. We work so we can pay bills, because in our mind frame, if we don't work, we don't have money to pay our bills, which means we're gonna be homeless, hungry, no clothes. You see what I'm saying? Like, that mindset is like a traumatic mindset, if you will. You see what I'm saying? Because thinking you can't have ideas to get you out your certain situation, okay, that's already a slave mentality. Thinking like, I can't think myself out of this situation. All right, like, you have to think, you have to use your brain. A lot of us as a whole have not been using our brains, and a lot of us know this. Like, you might see certain memes saying that we only use 5% of our brain, 10%. Yo, that's like, they're not even saying 50%. Y'all know how low 5% is? Okay, you know how low 10% is? You see what I'm saying? Well, depending on how you look at it, we're talking about brain capacity. Like, if you're only using 5 to 10%, you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, really think about that. Really think about that. You're only using 5 to 10. I don't even think the average person uses 5. I think the average person uses more along the line, like 2, 2.5. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. But, you know, society says we only use 5% in our brain. So imagine if you use 20% of your brain. Imagine if you use 30, okay? Because it's always about visualizing and kind of setting out markers for yourself. Like, damn, what if I use 30%? What would I be right now? You see what I'm saying? I ask yourself, like, damn, if I'm doing this right now, and I know I'm not at my full potential, and I can overstand, I can create this. Imagine what you can create at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Some people don't even believe we can tap into 100% of your brain. Now, really think to yourself, why wouldn't you be able to tap in 100% of your brain? Remember, somebody outside of you told you, if you heard that before, okay? Imagine somebody telling you, hey, you'll never reach 100% of your brain. They basically saying, hey, you always gonna be goofy. You always gonna be dumb. You ain't never gonna reach. That's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are being challenged so much, like, we don't even really realize it. Man, I'm gonna say it, man. Might be, you know what I'm saying, stepping on some toes. Now, granted, this is not to offend anybody, but as a society, we all operate at mental retardation level. And I don't think people really understand that shit, okay? It's a real traumatic mindset. I'll give you an example. I might be going deep as hell on this one. For instance, fellas, have you ever had sexual relations with a woman and she tells you to choke her? She tells you to, you know what I'm saying, cause pain to her. Okay, see, if a woman tells me shit like that's like a red flag to me. That's like, so you like aggressive. That's like, imagine, that's like a rapist. If you like really think about it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Really think about that shit. Think about wanting to be choked and while you're having sex. Like, you're literally enjoying an act of rape. Okay? I don't think women overstand. I know I probably went to the fucking deep end with that, but I don't think women overstand. Like, that's a little crazy if you really think about it. Yeah, I definitely choked her. I definitely did what she asked me to do. Okay, but I'm just saying, the other side of me, okay, was like, yo, she she likes this. She's saying to choke her harder. Like, wait a minute, if I choke you any harder, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, this turns you on. I be really sitting back. Like, you have to understand us as a society. Think about a person that just loves gory, scary movies, dealing with mental serial killers. It's some of y'all that loves that shit. Like, you get off work and set your schedule. Like, I need to watch this next out. Oh my gosh, how did they do this? Oh my, you are crazy. Okay, you are fucking crazy. How? And I'm just trying to show you, yo, that shit trickles over in business. Like, we're so behind the fucking, if you want to call it the 8 ball, we so behind the fucking 8 ball. Like, yo, we are retarded. Like, we are really fucking retarded. Think about it. Like, we can even go even deeper. It's some people that's watches porn. Like you have to have porn. Like, I need to see somebody having sex. Goddamn. Do you know you can just go buy some sex, right? Now, granted, I done been a man of porn before too. Okay, so I'm speaking to us as a collective. All right, I'm just speaking to us as a collective. All right, there are some men that are addicted to porn. It's some people that are addicted to watching animal sex. It's the weirdest shit ever. Some folks get off by watching animals have sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you don't have the sauce, go make you some money. Go make you... I can't promote crimes. If you are in a legal state, go buy you a prostitute, okay? You don't have to visualize. You can go buy it. They got sex dolls. They have, well, really, you just need to understand why you have that. You see, now, granted, that's a whole nother situation. All right, I'm just talking about how we are addicted to certain things that I don't really think we talk about enough. Okay, I don't think we talk about enough how some women call their significant others daddy. I always done said this shit. Like, I can't have my women calling me daddy. Like, don't call me fucking daddy. Like, that's, you know, I know you used to it, but that shit is weird. You know, us having sex and you saying, yes, daddy. I don't know. I'm just like a historian, and I look up a lot of history, you feel me? And I understand, like, where a lot of these terms came from. You feel what I'm saying? I got the goggles on, and I can't take them shits off. I can't have sex and just take the goggles off. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this game with you, okay? I can't do it, okay? Like, soon as you say daddy, I instantly think of some goddamn, some slaves, some Alabama slave shit, some motherfucking goddamn, some straight incest shit, okay? I just don't call me that. Call me anything but daddy, all right? I don't call just, I don't. To me personally, I always felt that shit was weird. I feel it's weird when a woman wear little schoolgirl outfits to act like she's sexy. That is it. That is pedophilia to the goddamn max. I don't know what it is people are seeing. I don't know if people was listening to Trump enough when he was trying to let y'all know there is a high-leveled child trafficking ring that is internationally going on. Okay, I don't know if people understand how serious that shit is. Okay, all right, but if children are being trafficked, okay? Pedophilia is trying to be indoctrinated in our society. I don't know if you've realized it, or I don't know if you watch some of these TV shows with these kids. Now the goddamn animals are kissing now. When the fuck did cartoons kiss? When I was a kid, what? We thought kissing was gross. Like, what? Not granted, we had some kids that was fast, but, you know, we thought kissing, ew, they're kissing, ew. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you watch a TV show, like, what the fuck? Like, Why are they kissing? Like, what are you trying to show a little kid? Like, what do you need to, what are you showing? Okay, y'all way the schoolgirl shit. Okay, it's weird. Okay, it is weird as hell. I don't think we oversaying it. Okay, now some of y'all might love that shit. You get off to it. You probably got something in your porn archives, little schoolgirl. Okay, I think that shit is weird. Okay, me personally, this shit is weird. All right, it's a multitude of things, y'all. It's a multitude of things that you can look at what we do as a society, y'all. It's weird. We're not operating at a normal level. And I think we need to talk about that more because we just justifying shit now. Okay? Now, I ain't gonna talk about certain shit, but we just justifying shit and just saying, well, we're gonna let that person No, you can't just let shit just happen. You feel me? You can't just let children decide what the fuck we're having for fucking lunch or dinner. You know what I'm saying? You can't let your kid man, what? You gonna be eating candy all fucking week. You know what I'll be eating if I let my 8-year-old decide what we eating every day? What? Okay, so I don't think we understand. Yo, it's a lot of minors with opinions right now. And I call it minors. Yeah, you might be a 50-year-old minor, 40-year-old minor. I think it's a minor standpoint to go into something with a low vibration perception. I'll say it again. I don't think it's beneficial to anybody, okay, when a person goes into a conversation giving ideas and they have a low vibration perspective, okay? This shit is, exactly, we're gonna have cabbage by the end of the week, man. So it's like what are we doing? Like, then you gotta sit back and just ask yourself, like, damn, are we really progressing? Are we really progressing? Like I said, I be looking at history, y'all. I look at timetables. You know what I'm saying? I really look at history. Like, are we really progressing? That goes for all races. Ask your race. You know what I'm saying? Are we progressing as a race? I don't think no race is progressing. I really don't. I really don't. You can be from any race. Just ask yourself, what has your race done? Okay. That has helped its people as a whole. I'm not talking about the small few business owners. I'm talking about as a whole. So please miss me with that. Oh, well, those type people got better. No, I'm talking about as a whole. Okay? Okay, I'm talking about as a whole. Man, what is really going on? Because I'm willing to bet nothing has changed. I'm willing to also bet the same shit is happening over and over and over. You see what I'm saying? It's like nothing is really changing, y'all. You have to really understand business and like really look at history. What would I consider progression? Progression to me is never having a recession again. You see what I'm saying? Like, meaning there's not one race that's never in a recession. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, look, the higher ups of, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, granted, yes, the higher ups, you feel me? I'm talking about as a people, as a whole. Okay, every race has some sort of recession as an economy. Like, why hasn't a race reached ultimate freedom? Now, granted, for those that think, oh, well, yeah, they got better, like, trust me, they in the same situation. It's just they bread don't got as much mold on it as probably your bread has on it. They still get moldy bread. Trust me. Your bread just got a little bit more mold on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's still moldy bread. But I don't think there's one race that's doing it as a whole. Which brings me to my next conclusion. I don't think that it will ever happen. That's why I think this is an individual journey. Because we've never seen people as a whole Well, at least I haven't came across the history of people as a whole living in a utopia. You see what I'm saying? So it's, and I know it exists, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. You see, again, I don't have no proof right now, y'all. This is just my personal. That's why I said I think the group that is living like that is very small, y'all. Man, I think it's so damn small. It would blow your mind how small it is. Okay, I don't think you really can. You can definitely get the race on board. But I hate to be the downer, I guess you could say. I don't think that's no time soon. Okay, I just think it's just so much shit that's in the way right now. Granted, as an individual, you're going to put them goggles on and start living it. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to come into a real fork in the road when you start realizing, like, damn, why isn't everybody doing this shit? You feel me? Because a lot of folks just ask me, like, if this is real, why isn't everybody doing it? And I listen to that question so different now. I'm like, you're right. Why isn't everybody doing? Why isn't more people doing this? You would think like more. And granted, I know, you feel me, like what has happened in history, but y'all have to understand when I look at this from race perspective. Granted, in business you can't look at it as race, but when you look at it from a race perspective, there is no race as a whole that is doing this, y'all. Okay, regardless of what you believe. Okay, regardless. Okay, regardless of what you may believe. Okay, man, everybody is in the same boat. Okay, it's only a few that's overstanding what's going on. Because just because you understand what's going on don't mean you have the confidence to stand on what you understand. A lot of folks are information junkies. A lot of folks just get information. Yeah, they know it. They know what to do. But they can't stand on it. And they haven't probably made the move because, not granted, it's not a bad thing because they're still preparing themselves. But until you shoot that gun, until you feel me, until you swing, until you connect, until you actually take action, man, you in the same boat. Okay, it don't matter how good you can, man, if you not lit, like, if it's not showing in your real world, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter, man. That's where that confidence come in. You see what I'm saying? You can come on here all day. You feel us? You can go over there all day and say, yeah, you know this, dot. But if you're not confident enough to at least try, okay, like you in the same boat, and a lot of folks aren't trying. A lot of folks don't even know how to try, let alone know to try. They think they're doing what they need to do. That's why I say, yo, we as a whole, we are not progressing. Okay, in all the division, granted, there's going to be division, all right, because everybody don't have the same background. But once you get to the top sees things as everything. Okay, it's at the bottom you may see things individually. Okay, and granted, you should see things individually. But when you get to the top, you start. It's very few. You feel what I'm saying? It's very, very few, y'all. Very few. I don't have a number for it, but I don't think it's as high as we think it is. And granted, I think we're all supposed to be doing this. Why? Because this information is so easy to get to. It's so easy, y'all. You can just Google this shit. That lets me know, like, yo, this information is not being hidden. All right, so my apology if I say it's hidden, because this information is not hidden. Like, over all the classes I do and the one-on-ones I do, I just see how easy it is that I just get to hear. That's the facts. People just don't like to read. That's why I feel like you will never see a large group progressing. Why? Because everybody don't read, man. I don't know if we should add that to a real sickness, the sickness for not wanting to read, or a sickness for not wanting to understand what it is you need to read. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and like I said, it has everything to do with consumer law. You know, all your rights, your power, but it also trickles in your outside of your finance world. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what are you really doing? You gotta really ask yourself, like, yeah, I know you working for the bill. I know you working for the bill. But what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? I think we need to just have a sit down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we need to do it. Just really have a society heart to heart. I don't know how we can do it, broadcast it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just really, everybody's on mute. Nobody says anything. Okay? Because I think we done enough talking. It's like it's not enough words in the world that can be said at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where do you go when all the words are said? What do you do? Like, everything has been said. Acts have been given. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing they can do at this point is amend the acts and revise them and shit like that. That's all they can really do. Like, what more do we want? And I just be sitting back, man. It's like, yo, we so silver spooned, and we don't even understand it. Like, I can't take them goggles off. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter how you grew up. You feel what I'm saying? If you grew up in America, you grew up with a silver spoon. Now, granted, outside of your traumas, hear me out. Please hear me out. Because granted, I'm not saying your traumas your trauma that should not have happened. Okay, I'm talking about the options that we all have, regardless of what you may believe. We all have Google. We all have internet. Okay, we all can recite songs like the back of our goddamn hands. All right, but for some reason, a lot of us don't know accounting. A lot of us don't know contract law. And these are the exact things we enter. So that right there is a huge red flag that's not talked about more. Okay? When you ask a person, when a person say, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do besides work. I don't know. Why don't we have the ideas of, why not learn accounting? Why not learn contracting? Because once you learn that, you start learning cash doesn't exist. Everything is paper. A lot of these things are already given. Then you start realizing like, whoa. You mean to tell me I wasn't supposed to work to pay this bill off? You mean to tell me this bill was already paid? And all I had to do was accept and transfer? Yo, some of y'all may believe it now, but I know when you first got into it, you was probably like, if you're like, I don't know if someone, because that right there is just so far-fetched to our perception. Like, what? The bill is already paid? What the fuck you talking about the bill already paid, bro? What you talking about, man? I ain't paid these people. I just got the car last week. What you mean it's already paid? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all, we living in the Walking Dead, y'all. This is the real Walking Dead. I don't really think folks really, yes, it be funny at times, but it's like, yo, it's real. We really in the trenches, y'all. Granted, you may be sitting in $1 million mansion. All right, if you paying it with cash or however you grew up with the information, man, you living in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? It's like living in the trenches of the business world. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand there's a business world, all right? And you don't want to be living in the trenches of the business world because you're taking all liabilities. It don't matter how much money you bring in, okay? If you're not reading these contracts, you're not understanding how accounting works, you're not understanding principal balance, principal agent relationship, even go over what supersedes all that is trust. Okay, you're not trying to learn trust law. You're not trying to learn equity. You're not trying to learn the roles of the beneficiary, the trustee. You see what I'm saying? It's all things that one must learn. It's not something you just turn on and turn off. A lot of y'all just trying to, I'm going to look at it later on. But then you go spend all your time on some, should I say it? Yeah, I'm going to say it. You spend your time, we spend our time on weird shit. Weird shit. Okay. Y'all can still hear me? Make sure somebody just tried to call. Can y'all still hear me? Y'all can still hear? Okay. But yeah, it's a real we're in a real weird situation, y'all. Including myself. Like, the reason why I can able to see this because I started with myself first. What was I into before consumer law? What took me away from reading acts, laws? Was I even presentable? Would I have been able to even accept this shit if this information came to me 5 years ago? You see what I'm saying? It's like, what was I doing 5 years? What was I doing when I wasn't doing this? Then you start overstanding, like, man, I was doing a bunch of nothing. But if you caught me back then and you asked me what I was doing, man, what? I gotta do this. I'm doing this. I gotta do this. Man, I wish, and I gotta look at my old self. I wish my old self was right here beside me. I would tell me, man, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. You doing a bunch of nothing. Like, what are you doing? Okay, explain it. Go ahead. All right, you working 80 hours. Okay, you just took that job over in the other side of the country. Okay, all right, cool. It's experience. Granted, wow, great. Okay, you giving 80 hours to the job. Okay, you're doing this for what again? Oh, because you got kids. Oh, okay. All right, keep going. All right, you spending 80 hours away from your family in another state. Okay, meaning 80 hours when you get off work, you still not seeing your kids, so you can only call. So let me get this straight. Your bills took you away from your family. I'm speaking to myself at this point because this is what I did. Okay, so you took yourself from your family to go work, to get a job. Okay, that in your mind put you in a better situation as the locals. Okay, so in your mind you was busy, you was elevating, you was doing a bunch of nothing. You was doing a bunch of nothing. The reason why you was doing that is because you didn't have the ideas. Since you didn't have the ideas because you didn't have the information. You didn't have the information because you was too distracted with what you, in your mind you thought you had to do. Sometimes we put those with them blinders on. Y'all know what them horses be wearing. We put them blinders on, y'all. We just getting into focus mode. Just ask somebody. Oh, I'm in grind mode. I'm gonna hold this job down for about a year. They gonna hire me on. I said it. You feel what I'm saying? That was me also. I'm gonna hold this down. They gonna hire me. Boom, boom, boom. Just so I can make it to this dollar amount. Man, I wish the old me would say, brother, well, you know, the dollar amount that they give you is not what you're worth, right? I wish I had that. You know, I know myself ain't gonna tell me in a nice way, and they gonna be like, "Well, brother, you know." Now this is how I'm gonna talk to myself. What? Let me get this straight. You giving this corporation 8 hours of your day so you can get a check on Friday or 2 weeks from now, so you can spend that all on a bill that's already paid. Sit there and let that marinate. Younger self, and my younger self, probably, I was high head, like, what? What? Man, I make $2,500 a week. What you talking about? What? When I do overtime, I get $3 a week. What you mean that ain't? Hey, what? What you talking about? If I was back at the crib, bro, I was making $700 a week. What you mean I ain't doing nothing? $3,500? You saying 35? Man, I know folks can use $3,500 a week. Shit, I don't know what you talking about. I can see myself saying that. Just how I can see folks saying it right now. Because we've told ourselves like, hell no, I done built all this up for this dollar amount. Shit, I know I ain't wrong. What if I was to tell you was wrong? You was wrong. Entrepreneurs say it all the time. Don't trade your time for money, but they never gave you the other answer because they didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? They always give you, hey man, quit your job and start a business. You already a business. You're already a business. You're already a business. You already paid. You see what I'm saying? You waiting on revenue back to you, and it's not gonna happen until you correct what's going on. Nobody's gonna correct it for you. When you get old, now you in the big leagues. You know when them guys get to the NBA, to the big leagues, NFL, they don't have people that, now maybe they have a veteran that come in like, hey, bro, let me put you under my wing. They don't have folks that come in and say, hey, let me tell you how you spend your money, youngster. Hey, rookie, let me tell you how to eat. Let me tell you. Now, they may have that going, but when in business world, you don't have nobody that just comes, poof, hey, bro, let me tell you about equity. You don't have nobody, poof, hey, bro, let me tell you about trust. We don't have that. If we do, where is it? You know, we don't have. It's because that is it's really private information. Folks that give that information are voluntarily going and giving that information. We need to appreciate that. Not just myself. I'm talking about other folks. You see what I'm saying? That gives good information because they don't have to do that, y'all. Without them, how would you know this information? Really think about it. If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't even know what the fuck consumer law was. I wouldn't know what none of this was. Still be selling weed. Still be taking contract jobs. You know what I'm saying? Again, when I be talking like my shit, I be talking about my older self. I done did it all, y'all. I done did fast food. I done did call rep. I done worked on planes. Lied on my resume. Done got in, started working on planes and shit. What else I done did, man? I done put up fucking, what's them things called? Solar panels on roofs of a hospital. Didn't know what lying on the resume. You feel me? I did a whole bunch of different shit just to maximize my dollar. So I know what it's like to try to keep moving up. Bro, I did it. You see what I'm saying? And I will still be doing it if I never came across this information. I don't know. Hopefully that it don't offend you. Hopefully it inspires you. Like, I'm not speaking for somebody that I've always been knowing. Man, hell nah. What? Like, 5 years ago, I was like, yo, my job hiring. They need folks in Wisconsin. They paying 30 an hour who got forklift experience, order select experience. Some of y'all order selects know what I'm talking about. They don't do no background checks. Who? They only as long as you pass piss test, you good. That was me. Do y'all not know I tried to go back? I tried to go back to those groups and say, hey, y'all, I don't do that no more. But listen, do this now. But them same guys was laughing. I'm like, what? Bro, I'm not about to lead a role, bro. We making 3 bands a week. What you mean? Consumer law. What? I'll just pay you to do it for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I come back to say all to say, I don't really think we'll ever see a whole operating in their true power because, first, there's too many distractions. Okay, first of all, people don't really understand what they want. We're living in the world of it's a real self-identity crisis that we all live in. And it's like we're starting to justify it now. Man, I don't really think people understand how grave danger, okay, that leads to things, okay? You're going to wake up one day and you're going to have the craziest sanctions out on people, okay? It's going to be rules against, man, you can't have an attitude with nobody anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at anybody anymore. Yeah, I forgot what movie it was. It was like, man, you can't show any emotion. Any emotion is like, it was like a penalty. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to express yourself. And the whole point about power is to express yourself. If you can't express yourself, what are you? You are a slave. I'll say it again. If you can't express yourself, what are you? You can say child, you can say minor, but not having the ability to express yourself is slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's slavery. Now, we have the ability to express ourselves, but a lot of us just not expressing ourselves right. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that these laws are going to change anytime soon. I'm just saying, y'all, they changing the game up little by little. So that's why I say, yo, don't really get too attached to these forms, because by the time you look up, they may change some shit up in the form. Now, you going to be like, hey, bro, they said this on this one. Like, man, they know folks are coming. I'm not saying Congress. I'm just saying there is a small portion of, I don't want to say evil, because evil backwards is live. I would say there's a dead entity, okay, that is behind the shape shifting that's going on. All right, it's a lot of shit in the game, y'all. It's not meant for everybody to learn this at once. It's meant for the individual to express themselves and to correct themselves. All right, I know we're used to, hey, I'm going to bring my team on. I'm bringing my, y'all, that's not this game. I wish it was. I wish it was, y'all. But we not dealing with cash. So it's like folks can't overstand certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? They feel like, well, if I can't get the cash now, it don't make sense to me, because I've been taught if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And if I don't see the money, it don't make sense. I know, trust me, street guy, I know. So it's like when you kind of give this information off, you tell them, yo, the money isn't until you understand what's going on. That instantly, I be having folks ask, well, how do I make money from this? Because they don't give a damn about the power. They say, well, okay, I understand the power, but how do I make money out of this? Like, I be like, are you hearing yourself, brother? Like, are you hearing yourself, sister? Then that takes me to like, okay, now I can't talk about the information. I got to start digging into this person individually. Like, why do you want to learn consumer law? Like, what turns you on by consumer law? A lot of folks say, hey, man, I see your page, man. You just funny, da-da-da. That's okay. I get it. But what was your purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what... Granted, it's a ha-ha-he moment, but we talking about some deep-ass information. This not going to be on your Netflix. This is not going to be on your favorite series. You're not ever going to hear about this shit and talked about in the fucking barbershops. You're not going to hear this in the hair salons. You're not going to hear this on TMZ. You ain't going to hear this on the Shade Room, Breakfast Club. You're not going to hear this. I'm willing to bet, man, this is probably the only place you really going to get it from. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you really got to understand, like, the power of what's being given. I think a lot of folks take this stuff for granted, man. And it's like, and it hurts me, because it's like, I be like, man, do you not know your salvation is you? I really be goddamn having to put on my pastor's goddamn robe and start having to preach. I'm like, do you not know who you are? You want to go work for how much? Do you not know your signature is worth however much you want it to be worth? Do you not know this? I know you don't know this, but now you have heard this. I'm telling, man, believe it. I'm not here to scare. That's free information. You paid nothing to hear that just now. All you have to do is pay your attention to what's going on and use what you've paid your attention to. A lot of us, man, even me and myself, man, I be catching myself hopping in, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth with people that's just, the conversation really ain't talking about shit. And me, I be indulged with too, so I'm guilty too. You see what I'm saying? I'm no better than nobody. All right, but it's like a lot of times, like we talk about a bunch of nothing. I caught myself arguing with a brother of why the Orlando Magic was gonna be good in 5 years, and I had to stop myself. I was feeling like my old. I'm like, man, what the fuck am I talking about right now? Rather than Orlando Magic gonna be good in 5 years, like what? Like I stopped responding. I was like, what? It's so much other shit I could be doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you want to have your leisure time, but it's like to fully invest yourself into like debates, into shit that has nothing to do with you, is a form of sickness that I think we should talk about more. You know what I'm saying? I think because a lot of us are sick, or a lot of us have self-identity crisis, whether we want to believe it or not. Me as well. All right, a lot of us have self-identity crisis. Okay, I think am I saying it right? Misidentity crisis, self-identity, misidentity, whatever. But I think we are all living, you feel what I'm saying, in a sickness. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think it's something you can go talk to a shrink about it. Because why? Because I feel like the shrink is still paying bills with cash or working. Okay, they're using the money that you just booked that psychiatric service with, and they're going and taking that money and paying their bills with. So clearly they don't know the answers either. And I feel like I don't know, y'all. I don't know the fucking answer. I don't have all the fucking answers. Somebody asked me, well, what's the solution? I don't fucking know, y'all. I don't know, but I think it's a serious conversation that we all need to have. A lot of our goals are not really goals, okay? And again, that's going to be a hard conversation to have because you'll have one side saying, yeah, you're right. Another side is going to be saying, well, you can't tell somebody what their goal is. Maybe their goal is $10 an hour. Maybe their goal is just to have that. Maybe they don't want to make $30 an hour. Maybe they don't want $1 million. Maybe they don't want their interests. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't want to learn consumer law. Maybe they like working. Maybe they like doing what they're doing. Who are you to come in and say that their goals aren't shit? Who are you? Are you God? Did you create them? Who are you to say anything? It's folks that are really like that, y'all. And I feel like those folks are fucking agents. I think they have been put here, y'all. I think some of y'all are agents and you don't even know that you're an agent. That's which brings me to my next topic. I think a lot of us are undercover agents. I'm going to say that I think a lot of us are undercover unconscious agents. And we have took the role to be unconscious agents. And we don't even understand it. Some of us work for banks. Some of us works for dealerships. Some of us works for car reps. Some of us deal in accounting. And we don't know shit. We just working. Just passionate robots. Do you know what it's like arguing with a passionate robot that doesn't go outside of the rule, that don't go outside of policy, but they're passionate about what they've went through orientation about? Y'all, it's a real live, it's a real live sickness we swimming in sickness right now. All right, now we can make laughs about it, but we are so sick. And I just be looking at it, smoking my blunt like, God damn, we sick. It ain't no fucking hospital that's gonna fix this shit. None. If it is where it's at, it's no hospital to fix your mind. You know how many people go to hospitals to fix their mind? go to other mindless people for advice to fix their mind. Some of y'all done got y'all minds fixed by mindless people. And you come out here trying to debate with people. You coming out here with some entitlement. You like the slave on the plantation asking the runaways, why? Why are you guys leaving? What are we doing? Why? The fuck? There's nothing out there. What are we leaving for? Damn, I just spit. What are we leaving for? We got Master give us a house. Okay? We got clothes. Okay? Our family is here. What are we leaving for? So what do y'all, some of y'all say? What I need to learn that for? But I got a house, I got a car, I got you know what I'm saying? I'm making good money. Man, that's a slave deal. What do you said nothing that you ain't supposed to have. If you didn't have it, that means you really behind the curve. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have literally made what we're supposed to have goals. Really think about that. Really think about that. We have made it goals. Folks be like, man, I just want a house. I just want a car. I just want to be able to put my family somewhere. Yo, that shit is sad. Not on them. I'm talking about as a whole, as a people. Yo, that is sad. When you start learning this information, you're like, what? That shit is sad. You really have folks that can't put their family in position. Put them somewhere they supposed to be because of the illusion. You see what I'm saying? That y'all, this is deep, y'all. You know, it don't matter what you pray to. You're in the same boat. It don't matter who you pray to. It's about your day-to-day. What your day-to-day look like? What are your day-to-day thoughts? You're not praying all damn day. Stop capping. What are your day-to-day like? What is your day-to-day influences like? That's what matters. Not about before you go to sleep, who you pray. Thank you for who you pray to when you first. Thank you for waking me up. And then you go off and then live goofy. You go off and go live mindless. And then before you go back to sleep, you come back into your mind state. Say, thank you, by the way. Man, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? No one told you to do nothing. No one advised you to do. Your soul didn't tell you to do that. Your soul telling you hate your job. Your soul is telling you hate your job. Some of y'all are miserable. For good reason. Because you're not supposed to be doing that. That's what it is. That's the secret. You're not supposed to be doing that. You've been fighting so hard with nothing. You've been swinging that air. There's been a invisible object in front of you that's not really there. That's the name. Well, that's really the trick, y'all. That's really the realizing, damn, life is not harder. Life is easier. Life isn't hard. Life is fucking easy. It's supposed to be easy. What if the trick was, let's convince them that you're supposed, the harder you work, the more you get out. When we clearly see that's not the case, people. We clearly see that is not the case. I know folks that don't work 20 damn years. They get to that 21st year, they miss a payment, and they get evicted. So what did that 20 years do? What, put a Band-Aid on every month? You really got to think what's going on, y'all. I'm not saying that to step on nobody or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But you really got to understand, like, your purpose in this world is not to give your time to somebody for, I'm going to say it, for a measly dollar. You are bigger than a dollar. Okay? Your time is way more than $1. Alright? I'm going to make a part 2 because I got 10 seconds. All right, make a part 2 and get up out of here. But yeah, I'm going to make a part 2. I'm going to save this. We'll go ahead switch on over, y'all.